What up? This is the Batman. Part 3 of the Perfect Call of Duty, alright? Last video we talked about how the stingers worked. Video before that we talked about how like the score streak system would work. When empowering the player against the score streaks. Alright, moving on to medium streaks, engaging the clusterfuck, maximizing the clusterfuck. Shit's about to get interesting because these medium streaks, they start to get powerful, alright? So to start things off, you got the attack chopper, right? Now this isn't your typical Call of Duty attack chopper. It doesn't just hover around in the air and take rockets to the face like a fucktard, alright? This new attack chopper is actually more similar to like what the escort drone looks like and how big it is. It's just a one-man little chopper, and you fly it around, and you can shit on people with it. It has a minigun primary, single rocket secondary, and a set of flares. Now, this is the thing you got to understand about the streaks, right? The points you earn with the streak do not go towards gaining new streaks. They upgrade the streak that you're getting the points with, right? So you can't get in your chopper and go on a tear and work your way up to a heavy mech streak. The heavy mech streak, which we'll be talking about later. If you go on a tear in your chopper, the points are going to earn you neat shit like an extra set of flares, extra armor, health regen, more rockets, a stronger minigun, faster movement. And if you do really well with the chopper or any pilotable streak, you earn the self-destruct mechanism, which will allow you to turn your vehicle into a super powerful explosive device, and you can charge into groups of enemies with it and detonate it and really do some damage. And you can also, with any pilotable streak, just use it to run people over, like if you want to take your chopper down to ground level and just start using it as a human lawnmower, go for it. The catch is, once you hit something with your blades, you're not going to be able to regain altitude, you know what I mean? But it's an option nonetheless. Same goes for any streak. Like in a bit we'll talk about the Warthog. You want to take your Warthog and fucking kamikaze into some motherfuckers, heavy mech, go for it, dude. And you can get self-destruct on your jet, which will also make for a massive explosion. And there will be ragdoll and gore effects, alright? This is important. If you hit a motherfucker with your chopper blades, his ass is going to fly in several directions, in several pieces, blood everywhere. If you explode a group of enemies, they're going to go flying through the air awkwardly, some of them in pieces. They can even land on other players and do damage. It's chaos. Welcome to the new Call of Duty. When you put bullets through kids, you see the holes in their body and the sunlight shining through, and you can see like the red mist of blood hanging in the air. And the gore itself shouldn't disappear. Like, if you get a group of guys with a frag grenade, there are going to be limbs all over the place in random directions, right? And they're going to stay on the map for the rest of the match. So by the end of the match, like, you can't even move from point A to point B without walking through just this massive barrage of blood and guts. And the same idea applies to score streaks, right? The wreckage of score streaks stays on the map for the rest of the match as well. So if you shoot down a chopper, alright, it's going to land and explode on the ground, and you can take cover in the wreckage, and that will help to make the map itself much more dynamic. Like, the gore is more of a visual variety thing, but the score streak wreckage will constantly change the flow and the power points of, the camping spots, the head glitching spots of the map. And we haven't even talked about destructible environments yet, but every match would be different and memorable in its own way. Like, you're reminiscing with your friend. Like, Joe, you remember that time that jet crashed and its wing impaled that guy and we took cover behind it and held off that heavy mech camping in the AC-130 wreckage? And you can customize the paint job on your score streaks too, alright? Like, customize them the same way you customize your emblem. Like, legit custom, not some prepackaged camo. If you want to put fucking bat ears on the sides of your jet's cockpit, or the Superman logo on the belly of your stealth bomber, go for it, you know what I mean? Or you want to put eat shit on the side of your Predator missile, or if you want your AGR to look like R2 fucking D2, okay? Go for it, alright? You can execute people. That's another important thing, alright? They need to bring executions to Call of Duty. If they aren't wearing flak jacket and they step on your claymore, it's going to blow off their fucking feet. And you're going to be waddling around on the ground. You can go over there, hold X, and your guy will like whip out a pistol and put one through his head, or maybe he'll like shove the toe of his boot down his throat, and the guy will choke because he's like, flipping out on the ground with no legs. I don't know. And it's not just claymores. Obviously, anything that would basically be completely disabling but not instantly fatal would give you like 5 seconds to get to the body and perform an execution. So if they take a rocket to the face, no execution available. If they get hit by a plane or mowed down point blank with an SMG, headshot, all that, probably no execution. But say you like seriously wound them, like if you shotgun them in the legs from like a medium distance, or like if you get a couple hit markers below the chest with a low damage gun, that kind of stuff will allow for the option to execute. And that 5 seconds would serve as the respawn time. Like, the guy who gets executed doesn't have to wait to die to start the respawn time over again, you know what I mean? And anytime somebody dies or is disabled, they should have to look at their corpse afterwards, with the respawn timer counting down at the top. But so that people can come teabag you, alright? That's an important part of the game. You need to be able to, really rub the salt on the wound, alright? If you're disabled They execute you. I was a fan of teabagging. You know, as you know, I'm all about rubbing salt on the wound. It's satisfying. I know you think it is too. And you can talk to people while you execute them. Like, eat shit pussy as you cut their throat out or curb stomp them or set them on fire. And similar to Gears of War, which is obviously where I got the idea for executions, there should be a different style of execution for every weapon type, and you can designate the execution tool for each class before the match. So if you have a sniper rifle, a revolver, a combat knife, a frag grenade, you can point blank the back of his neck with a sniper rifle, blow his brains out with a revolver, stab him, or shove the frag in his mouth. Have a good time. And also, like in Battlefield, if you come up behind a guy standing still, point blank, you can execute him that way as well. Snipers, beware. And I think executing a person should actually be worth like 50% more points towards your streak than killing him regularly. And so it would, you know, maybe people would like go for execution strategically. You know what I mean? Different way to play the game, new style, whatever. Oh, and same goes for multi-kills. Somebody actually suggested that in the last video, right? If you get a double kill, you get like 25% more points for each kill. And then, you know, same goes for triples, quads, whatever. You get more points to your streak if you're getting more kills together, which is not the case now, believe it or not. Now it's just you get more XP, you get an XP multiplier. But in this new Call of Duty, you get more points to your streak multiplier. That'd be dope. Everyone would have this incentive to just rush into the spawn and, you know, as hard as they can and just go for multi-kills as aggressively as they can. Kind of like how you see me doing in this gameplay. And basically, I got a quad upload coming up here this weekend, I think. And that's why there haven't been as many videos this last week, because I'm going to fucking upload all 4 in one day. Because I want, because it's supposed to, like, I think it makes it so you reach all your subs, or so I've been told. I don't know. We'll see if it works. Anyways, please remember to like the video, or if you want to dislike it, you can do that too, I guess. You know, just rate the video in general. Hey, like me on Twitter, alright? Link in the description. And this is Batman, signing out.
Good fight. Time to get paid.
Mission complete. Solid performance.